All right, looks like we are going
We are
to be
on the
heading
safari
into the
ride.
Little Missouri Forest first.
In
The
Animal
Little Missouri
Kingdom.
Forest is home to some
Name.
pretty shy and reclusive
And
animals.
this is Ahan.
Be
Say
sure to
hi.
keep your eyes peeled
Daddy,
in
say
the
hi.
bushes and the brush for
Hi.
movement and forms that you see. But we are getting pretty lucky right away.
This
Off to the right, there's going to be two of them there. Those are okapi.
Those are
Based on those legs, you
giraffes.
probably think that it's
If you
related
can
to a zebra,
see,
but it's actually
zebra,
the closest
I'm
known
sorry.
relative to a giraffe. You can tell it's related to a giraffe based on its skull structure and prehensile, meaning finger-like tongue. Their tongue can be about 18 inches long. That's about as long as your forearm. They can also lick their own eyeball if they wanted to. Okapi were pretty good at hiding. They weren't discovered in the Western world until about 1901.
Okay.
Off on the left, kind of looks like a rock laying down.
Oh,
That is a black rhino.
oh, there's a rhino down there.
Black rhinos are a bit smaller than other kinds of rhinos. They weigh about 3,000 pounds, so they are smaller than some other kinds of rhinos that you might see. Over on the left, the black and white bird there, that's the saddle-billed stork. Gets its name from the saddle that is on its bill. Those birds actually mate for life. How romantic.
Oh, there's something.
On the left side, the cinnamon copper-colored antelope, those are bongos. Bongos are known as the ghosts of the forest, so that is a pretty rare sight. And then up on the top, you'll see some lighter tan-colored antelope. Those are greater kudu. You can notice that the kudu and the bongos have those white stripes on them. Helps break up their color a little bit easier for them to hide throughout the forest. Now, we did get very lucky out there in the forest. Hopefully this luck does continue. Looks like we're going to come across a watering hole. Watering holes are a good sign of more animals. They love gathering around these watering holes. Keep your eyes peeled under the water for bubbles or movement. Bubbles will probably be the easiest to see.
Oh, there's a rhino.
Hippopotamus. He's
Hippopotamus,
sticking
I
its head
mean.
out just a little bit.
Hippopotamus.
Hippos can actually hold their breath for up to 8 minutes. They also get their name from kind of the way that they swim in the water. There's another one here on the left. They actually don't swim. They run or they walk on the bottom of the water. Scientists thought they looked like horses, so they call them water horses. Hippos are nocturnal feeders, so they usually only come out of the water at nighttime. They use the water during the day as kind of their own camouflage. And then those white, gray colored birds on the island there, those are pink-backed pelicans. Get their name from exactly what you would think. They're pinkbacks. Turns more pink during mating season.
Oh,
A
there's a
group of
bridge.
pink-backed
And
pelicans
look at
is
the
called
bridge.
a pod. A group of hippos is called a float.
What is it?
Very fitting.
Anu, look at that
As
bridge.
we are crossing this bridge here, down on the left, those are Nile crocodiles.
I don't
Nile
see.
crocodiles are about
Oh,
as long as a giraffe is tall. They look a little bit like alligators, but you can tell the difference between the two based on a rounded snout, while gators have more of a pointed snout. Also, while you were looking at those crocs, you probably noticed that their teeth stick out even though their mouths are closed. They have pretty toothy grins. Crocs have that, but alligators do not. Now I am seeing a bit of a change in vegetation. These leaves look to be a little bit higher off the ground. Good sign of taller animals. But before we enter this next area of the reserve, on the right side you'll see an upside down looking tree. It's actually called a baobab tree. Looks like that for about 9 months in a year. That giant trunk there also holds a whole bunch of water.
oh.
Pretty helpful because we are entering the savannah. This is one of my favorite views on the reserve. You can see most all of the savanna. But as you're looking out here, you probably notice that these trees are trimmed to pretty much the same height, giraffe height. Giraffes eat for about 20 hours in a day. 20 hours. Crazy. Right away we are getting pretty lucky. Off to the right side with those giant horns. Those are Ankole cattle. Those horns can be about 6 feet long. They also look like they might be pretty heavy, but they actually have a honeycomb-like structure on the inside. Makes them pretty lightweight. And those look like Maasai giraffes. You can tell they're a Maasai giraffe based on their spots. We'll get a better picture, closer picture once we go around. Their spots kind of look like jigsaw puzzle pieces that haven't quite been put together yet. Over on the left side, inside of the den, after we pass this rock here, those are African painted dogs. African painted dogs are one of my favorites on the reserve. They are so cute, but they're also the #1 predator in Africa. They have a success rate of 90%. That is higher than a cheetah and a lion. Their success rate is so high because they hunt together as a pack or as a family. Over here on the left, the animals laying down with those horns. Those are sable antelope. They are pretty territorial, so not seeing any other animals around them is pretty common. We are passing a couple of termite mounds.
Oh, termite mound.
Smaller one on the right,
Termite
bigger one on the left. Termite mounds are kind of like
Do you see them?
clay. They harden in the sun. Smaller animals will use them as lookout or vantage points. These larger animals, like the giraffes, are going to use them as scratching posts.
Oh.
That does look like there is a baby giraffe over there on the right. Baby giraffes do have it pretty rough the first little bit of their life. Mama giraffes do give birth standing up, so the babies will get a nice 6-foot drop into reality. Nothing like welcome to the world. But they overcome it pretty quickly because